I'd like to start today by informing you guys that I got into my first official car accident today at 5:03 a.m. Uh, okay, and since that happened, I decided it will be pretty applicable to talk about how God provides. Um, I'd like to start by reading from Matthew 6:25 through 34, basically till the end. I'm pretty sure it's titled something against anxiety or something, I don't know, anxiety related. So thankfully nobody got hurt. God has given me peace mostly about it, so it's all good. Matthew 6:25. For this reason I say to you, do not be worried about your life as to what you will eat or what you will drink, nor for your body as to what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds in the air. They do not sow, nor reap, nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not worth much more than they? And who of you, by being worried, can add a single hour to his life? And why are you worried about clothing? Observe how the lilies of the fields grow. They do not toil, nor do they spin. Yet I say to you, not even Solomon in all his glory clothed himself like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which is alive today and tomorrow is thrown into the furnace, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? Do not worry then, saying, what will we eat, or what will we drink, or what will we wear for clothing? For Gentiles eagerly seek all these things. For your heavenly Father knows that you need all these things. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added on to you. So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will care for itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. So that's Matthew 6:25 through 34. And here God reminds us that we should not be worried or be anxious, since he cares for us, and he knows that we need things like clothing and food. And in verse 33 he says that if we seek his kingdom first, all these things will be added on to us. This message is persistent throughout the Bible. For example, the same thought is expressed in Proverbs 10:3, Psalms 84:11, John 15:7, and Philippians 4:19. Bible has a couple good examples about righteous people being provided for, and the good one of them is the story of Elijah. Elijah was a righteous man, a prophet, which was sent in order to help turn away Israel from its evil ways by announcing drought on the land. After that, God instructed Elijah to go away and live by the brook Cherith. We see the story in 1 Kings 17:5 and 6. And it reads like this. So he went and did according to the word of the Lord, and he went and lived by the brook Cherith, which is east of Jordan. The ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning, and bread and meat in the evening, and he would drink from the brook. Shortly after, Elijah was again provided for. That's not in the Bible, but it's next. He was provided for through a widow who only had a handful of flour and a jar of oil, and it did not run out until the food was available again, until the drought ended. I think that an even better example of a person being provided for in the Bible would be John the Baptist, the story of which we can read in Matthew 3, mostly, and it goes as 3, 4, 6. Now John himself had a garment of camel's hair and a leather belt around his waist, and his food was locusts and wild honey. Then Jerusalem was going out to him, and all Judea and all districts around the Jordan, and they were being baptized by him in the Jordan River as they confessed their sins. So even though Elijah and John the Baptist didn't work or labor, they were provided with enough resources to lead a powerful ministry that changed lives and promoted the heavenly kingdom. Jesus even said of John the Baptist that among those of women, there has not arisen anyone greater than John the Baptist. And to wrap this whole message up, I would just like to read 2 Corinthians 9:8. And it says, God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that always having all sufficiency in everything, you may have an abundance for every good deed.